It's the Subway NFL postgame show on CBSSports.com, and don't look now, New Orleans has won 3 in a row. 31-10 winners at San Francisco, and unfortunately for Mike Nolan's squad, they have dropped 5 in a row. The 49ers now 2-5 on the season. Hey, how are you folks? Jason Horowitz alongside NFL.com's Pat Kirwan and CBS Sports' Charley Casserly. And, guys, when we were sitting there watching this game, as the Tampa Bay game was unfolding and the Buccaneers lost to the Jaguars and we saw the Panthers lose to the Indianapolis Colts, the thing that became obvious is that the way New Orleans is playing right now, the NFC South, Charlie, is up for grabs.
It really is. And, give New Orleans credit. They start off 0-3 and then go to the bye. They begin to improve. And where they've improved mostly, to me, is in the offensive line. I think we're 3 weeks in a row now without a sack. But more importantly, there's no pressure on Brees. Brees is a quarterback that operates best with a clean pocket in front of him. He's not a real tall guy. If he can be in rhythm, he can be a pretty good player. Beginning of the year, he was getting pressured too much. He was out of rhythm. He wasn't executing. The other thing offensively, they still lead the league in drop passes. But I think they got it down a little bit today. I think they may have only dropped one. So.
And you know what? And he started again to find the guy that helped him last year, and that was Marcus Colston, because he was awesome today.
And it's Charlie's point, though. He's now in rhythm. He's got the time to do it. He threw 39 balls today, and they didn't touch him once. And he found Colston for 3 touchdowns, but he also found 9 different receivers. Yeah. So you see that he sees the field. He's a quality quarterback who knows where everybody is. And there's a formula over these last 2 games with Reggie Bush, and that's get him the ball 17 to 20 times via the pass and the run, and expect about 114 yards. He hit it right on the head today. 17 touches, 113 yards. So it's, as Charlie likes to say, and I agree with him, a finesse running game with a rhythm passing attack.
The one thing here that we'll have to watch on CBSSports.com, with about 7.5 to go, Reggie Bush did go to the locker room. He looked okay. Right. But obviously that's something to watch throughout this week to make sure he can go next week, because obviously if he's not there, this offense is a totally different game because you have no running game at that point, finesse or not. Other side, San Francisco, they don't have an offense. We said that with Trent Dilfer, and now we're saying it again with Alex Smith. Charlie, almost lost right now. I know it was his first game back, but it just almost lost out there. Yeah,
Alex Smith didn't play well today. Just inaccurate in the passing game. The other thing is, they can't get Frank Gore going. The way this team operated a year ago was Frank Gore was the focal point of the offense. They ran the ball. Their passing attack came off that. Alex Smith really didn't play that well last year, but he did improve a lot from year one. He's kind of leveled off right now. I thought this team was overrated going into the season. I thought they were a year away from being I don't want to say playoff contender, but at least being a solid 500 club. So maybe they were overrated coming in. And maybe this is what they are right now.
But does it change your mind to say that now they're getting into a schedule where they get Atlanta, St. Louis, Arizona? I mean, they're starting, and Miami's in there as well. They're starting. Their schedule now gets teams that are also not very good. Does that change anything?
Well, I don't know if it changes. You still got to play better. I think that within that, St. Louis, I think, is going to be more explosive than them. I think these games will be close, but I don't know that they can win them. They might. But I think there's no guaranteed win in there.
Defensively as well today, and that was the one thing. Well, you like them, but today they were exposed. Walt Harris was exposed, and then he left with an injury.
The San Francisco defense I didn't like at all. And Walt Harris, who we talked about them like they had a tandem. They have really one good corner, and Walt's now got the pressure on him. And all of a sudden, they went after Walt, and he looked like the target the whole first half while 24 points were going up on the board. Every time you and I looked, it was number 27 was the victim.
Yeah, and then number 27 was being carted off real quickly as well. The other thing we talked about, the Saints' offense improving, and I know this is what you were about to get at, the Saints' defense is also, that's what you like.
I like the pass rush. All of a sudden, they're getting upfield, they're forcing the quarterback to make mistakes or get out of the pocket. We saw Alex today outside the pocket a lot. And when he was on the sideline, they were checking his shoulder the whole time. I got to the point at 24-0, and certainly early in the third quarter, maybe they should have just pulled him for his own safety because he couldn't throw the ball. A lot of balls hitting the ground. But here's Charles Grant, here's Will Smith getting upfield and causing some pressure, and in one way protecting the Saint corners, which at times have been exposed.
And today, 2 more sacks, so that's 10 for the last 3 weeks for New Orleans, which is certainly an improvement. To get to the point, put it all first full circle, the 3 teams that we talked about in the NFC South that are still up for grabs, the New Orleans, Carolina, and Tampa Bay. They've all already played Indianapolis, so that one's out the window. That fits Charlie's point exactly. Folks, for more on this game or any other in Week 8, be sure to stay with CBSSports.com. Watch everything else on the CBS Audience Network. For these 2 gentlemen, I'm Jason Horowitz. Take care.